Peace, kings, queens, ratchets, and ignorance. I'm tapping in right now, man, because we got a big issue going on I want to speak on. And I think it's imperative that I say this shit. If you don't like to hear nigga cursing, you can't stomach the cursing, then you might want to press stop. You need to leave this channel right here. Cause I say whatever need to be said, however need to be said in order for me to get across to who I need to get across to. And right now, I want to speak on all this cop killing and how they doing the procedure of pulling over black people or people of color on traffic stops, on highway stops. Now, these people are showing you in America right now, the law enforcement and the law officers of America is already showing you right now that every time they pull a person of color over, that it's a roll of the dice. You never know if you're going to be the person that they're going to roll the dice on that day. You don't know if your life is going to be the one that's up for gamble that day. You could be out riding, going about your day. You could be picking your kids up from school. You could be going shopping. You could be doing anything. Anything that a normal citizen or a normal human being could be doing as a person of color. And one of these law enforcement or law officers may wake up on the wrong side of the bed and may decide that they want to throw the blue lights on you. And they may want to get inside their racist stage or their racist state of mind. And you are up for grabs. So, what I want to say is, we do understand the proper procedure of being pulled over. We understand our rights. We understand the Constitution. We understand all this. But right now, we can't argue about that. We got to be smarter. We got to move smarter as people of color. You understand what I'm saying? Because protesting ain't gonna bring a life back. Protesting is not gonna stop a life from being taken. So what you gotta do is think 10 steps ahead of possible inroads that could happen. And what I mean by think 10 steps ahead, that means dot your I's and cross your T's beforehand to try to narrow down the possibilities of, or narrow down the fatal possibilities of something that could happen to a person of color when they're getting pulled over by the law. My first thing that I would suggest is that we all ride with our driver's license and our registration in arm's reach. And when I say why drive with your license and your registration in arm's reach, I mean you want to put it somewhere where it's easy for you to get to if the blue lights is thrown on you. If you're out riding and you realize that the police is throwing their lights on you, or you coming through a roadblock and you see them through your rear view, you see them up ahead, go ahead and if you got enough time to go ahead and get your shit out of the glove compartment or wherever it is before you get close enough for them to try to use an excuse and determine that you're reaching for a weapon, then if you can reach in the glove compartment before you get that close for them to see, then go ahead and get it out before they get up on you. But my advice is to always have your registration and your license somewhere close on the dashboard, clip to something on your dashboard, have it inside your sun visor, have it somewhere close so if the lights get on you, you don't have to be doing too much aggressive movement. You don't have to do too much over-exaggerated movement for them to have excuses to say that they thought you was reaching for a gun. because you got your license and your registration in arm's reach, where you can grab it without them even seeing it. Whenever they roll up to the window, you already got your registrations and your license in your hand. Your window is already down. Your hands is already where they can see. So therefore, they don't have to ask you to reach in the glove compartment to get your license or your registration. Because we know and understand that those are the petty excuses that they're using to clap and shoot black people or people of color. And like I said, if today is the day that he's on the bad side and he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, it just may be today that he asked you to go get your license and registration and you reach for your glove compartment and he lied and said that you was reaching for a gun. But you wouldn't have to go through that if you thought smart and already had your registration and your license right where he can get them. So you go ahead and already set yourself up. You set yourself up so you don't have to have these problems. Have everything where you need them at. Have your hands where they can see them. Have your window already rolled down. You want to make sure that they have no excuse to do nothing. You want them all the way to the wrong whenever they fuck up. My second suggestion is all people of color should have a motherfucking camera in their car. If you can't afford a camera, then you need to save up and get you a camera. You need a dash camera that records reverse at all times. So when these people put blue lights on you, you can press record and have it recorded. You don't want to be out here with nothing and no proof. You don't want no proof. You don't want to be out here with no proof. You don't want to pull over in areas that's not lit. You need an area that's well lit. And you don't want to be reaching for nothing when these people pull you over. You don't even want to have to move your arm to hit the window button to roll your window down. You want to go ahead and already, the whole while you're pulling over, already be having your window coming down before they even get out the car. Have it already down, midpoint. Already have your registration in hand. Already have your license in hand. So therefore, you don't have to keep going back and forth about nothing. You know, you may be upset about why they pulling you over. You may want to know why they're doing it. But in the same process and in the same token, you want to have that window down low enough so as soon as they pop up and you ask them why they pull, here's my registration and license. Right there. Right there. Because 9 times out of 10, man, when they're racial profiling, they know that you're already going to be upset and you're already going to be thinking on the defensive side. So when your body language is going to read defense. And that's giving them all the right and all the cause and all the excuses in their mind to tell the judge and people that's watching in public that they had a right to react back with force. Because they already know right now, by them pulling you for nothing, it agitates you. So you got to learn to have self-control in these situations. Always have self-control. In a lot of these situations where you see people getting shot for no reason, when they're getting pulled over by cops or something like that, you see them trying to argue as if they're having you're going to have a whole civil rights argument with an officer right there in the heat of a scene. That's not wise. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to make it away from the scene to argue your case. Arguing your case with these redneck crackers, and I call them crackers. I'm not being racist because all white people are not crackers. Crackers and rednecks are the racist people of America. You do not. You would never make sense to a redneck cracker who's pulling you over unjustifiably for nothing. He's already under the knowledge. He or she is already under the understanding and knowledge that they're doing this wrongfully to you. So nothing you say rightfully is not going to register. They don't give a fuck about your rights. They don't give a fuck about what you're saying. They don't give a fuck about none of that. So therefore, right then and there is no time for you to argue back and forth and try to plead your case. The police officers are not judges. The only thing you can do is set yourself up for a later fight. You want to set yourself up where you can make it away from that scene. You want to make it away from that scene. Yeah, you know that they pulled you over for nothing. Yeah, you know that they did racial profiling. Yeah, we already know this. We know that that's the type of stuff these cocksuckers do. But you also know that being that they're acting under the color of state law, They have the power and control right then at that very moment. They have all the power and control. So you got to play their game. You got to humble yourself. You got to humble yourself. You got to damn near smirk and play the game back with them. Have your camera rolling. Have everything set up. Agitate them. You know how you agitate them? You agitate them by cutting off every move. It's a chess play. It's a chess move. You had the move already moved before they even get there, because they think all people of color are ignorant. They think we have no self-control. Do you know how much more it'll fuck those people up? Whenever they get out the car and they know they pulling you for nothing, and as soon as they get there, they can't say roll the window down because you got your window already halfway down. They can't say show me the license and registration because damn it, I already got it in my hand. You know what I'm saying? They can't say put your hands on the steering wheel because my hands is all the way you can see them. You see what I'm saying? You're cutting off every angle they got to get a reaction from you. They can't get a reaction where there's no room to get a reaction because you're killing it. You're sealing it off before they even get a chance to even say it. So now, with your camera rolling, they're gonna have to outright do some fucked up shit on camera without you having no aggression, no nothing to say that he can use to say that it teed him off to react with excessive force. Because this is what they're doing. They're doing a excessive force. They're already using the fact that you are people of color and we're people of color as a reason to use excessive force. In which if they that goddamn scared, they shouldn't be law enforcers in the first place. They shouldn't be police officers in the first fucking place. But we know and understand that this right here may never stop. And you can do everything I'm telling you to do right now and you still could get popped. But the whole fact of the matter is, you have a more fighting chance. You have a more fighting chance whenever you seem to show no aggression. You have no aggression. You have no resistance in your tone, no resistance in your body language. So this way, even though they're making a wrong choice to pull you over wrongfully, they're going to have to outright live with the fact that, hey, these people did nothing. Like, they're going to lose it in court completely, hands down. They have no case to argue back. They can't go back and argue resisting arrest. They can't go back and argue responding to aggressive behavior. You kill all those. You kill all those arguments in court. They won't have none of that to argue. The jury just gets to see them being the asshole that their cracker asses are. That's all. So we got to start moving smarter. We got to start moving smarter inside these situations. These people expect you to act stereotypical. These people expect you to act stereotypically black. And when I say stereotypically black, is the way they stereotype black people. They say that we're aggressors. They say that we ratchet. They say we have no self-control. So therefore, you know, their argument with the judges and the DAs is that we got to be on point because these people are animals anyway. They're animals anyway. So we got to start cutting off their argument before their argument even is created. And how you cut off the argument is stopping the aggression. Don't try to plead your case with an officer. You can't plead your case with an officer. You may say something in order to get it on camera because you want to see how he's going to respond. Yeah, you go back. You have dialect with him. Yeah, man, you have a conversation with him to further show how much more ignorant and how wrong he is. But you don't show aggression because he's already wrong. You know he's wrong. He knows he's wrong. But for that matter, he's acting under the color of state law. He's a law enforcer. So therefore, he has all the power. You have none. You have none. You have none. And even though he's wrong, for that moment, they're going to say he's right. But because he's an officer. So how you make your point is you make sure you're clever enough and you're smart enough to get him and them and her to play into what you need them to play into in order for you to have a case without arguing your case. So like I'm saying, we got to be smarter. We got to be smarter. We got to be smarter. Never feel stupid about not yielding to a siren. You don't have to yield to the siren if you don't feel safe. That's nothing but a misdemeanor. As long as you don't press your gas and go 35 miles per hour, or you trying to speed, or over 35, and you trying to speed, because they got you on camera. You can always tell the judge, look, the judge can see that you're not trying to get away from these people. The judge can see that you just didn't feel safe pulling over inside a place that didn't seem right. There's too many people getting killed out here. I'd rather face a misdemeanor than face a casket. I'd rather tell a judge that I would never pull her. I'll make them follow me 20 minutes if I don't feel safe. I will make them follow me all the way to the fucking police station if I don't feel safe. You understand what I'm saying? And I will wear that misdemeanor in front of a judge. Rather than me pull over when I'm already been pulled over unlawfully inside a bad area and I get my ass murdered or shot. You understand what I'm saying? So we got to start being smarter. We got to start being smarter. Whenever you see these people pulling you over for nothing, and you know you're right or wrong, you understand what I'm saying? Whether you're right or wrong, you want to make sure that you facilitate the matter to prevent something fatal from happening. And how you do that is already have yourself set up. You don't need to be doing a lot of reaching. And if you got people in your car, you need to tell those motherfuckers, don't be doing a lot of moving and reaching. When police come, if it's people in the car, have your hands where people can see them. Because these people are looking for reasons to knock your head off. They're looking for reasons to blow your top off. And all of you people think that you're going to get self-defense for shooting the officer. You're not going to get that. You're not going to get that because they have the right of way. The police always have the right of way in any situation until further proven that they didn't have the right of way or rightfully, was rightfully right to do whatever they're doing. So it's you against the police and you're always going to be wrong. So therefore you can't be doing stupid shit. If tell OGs, tell your youngins this. And youngins, if you're the smart one and you got dumb OGs and older people around you, tell your uncle this, tell your daddy this, tell your grandmother this. Everybody need to school each other, man. When these people when these racist crackers are on a mission, and like I said, this may not prevent nothing from happening, but it can facilitate it. It can facilitate it. You want everybody's hands where they can see them. You don't want to be yelling. You see a lot of people that's getting pulled, they yelling, they crying. Oh, what are we doing, my God? What are you doing? All this yelling, that shit is ignorant. That's ignorant. It's not going to stop you from getting your head knocked off. Because in the same token, they're knocking your head off. While people are crying and yelling and pleading their case, you're still getting shot. So the best thing to do is just be quiet and move and go with the flow. Go with the flow. And let these people do this dumb shit. Let them talk this shit on your camera. Have your hands where they can see. If you're in the back seat, everybody have your hands where you can see them. Have your hands where these people can see them. Don't give them room and reason. Because right now, you can always see them using shit. Oh, I saw, it looked like he was reaching for something. And then, someone can be reaching for a lighter, reaching for a phone. You know what I'm saying? You people are not this fucking stupid. You got guys reaching for phones after the officer got you pulled over. You reaching for phones to record you. You reaching for phone. Man, I was always taught that once they get behind you, go ahead and pull your phone out right then. The minute you see the lights, go ahead and pull your phone out and be making your calls. If niggas and everybody want to be on their phone, whenever the police come, everybody should have their phone out. You should be on the phone when they pull up. You don't reach for the phone after they pull up, you ignorant fuckers. You niggas are getting yourself killed out here. You niggas are getting yourself killed out here for not being smart, man. If these racist pigs and crackers are gonna do racist shit, at least have them all the way to the fucking wrong without nothing that they can argue to say that you did. So don't go do dumb shit. You got people out here getting killed because they reached for a piece of candy, or they reached for a bag of chips, or you reached for a baby bottle that fell on the floor. Dumb shit. Or you lean to the left, or you lean to the right, when you know these crackers out here killing people. Once your car stop and these people get out of the car to come to your car, everybody in that motherfucking car should already be assuming the motherfucking position. Whatever position you're going to be in, you had enough time to assume that goddamn position. Assume the position, shut your fucking mouth, and let these people prove that they're all the way in the wrong, so you can possibly, avoid something fatal. These pigs, these crackers are not playing, dawg. These crackers are not playing. And the law is not here to help us. They're not going to help us. No matter how many laws they pass, no matter how many cops they can vent for these petty ass manslaughters like George Floyd, that wasn't justice. They gave the man a slap on the wrist. It was a slap on the wrist, because if it would have been a black man that killed a white man, they'd have boomed his ass across the they'd have boomed his ass so quick in that damn electric chair. You know what I mean? He would have never known he was dead. So this is not justice. The law is not for us. So you got to think for your own life. You got to think for your own kids' life. Teach your kids. If your kids got cars, teach them the procedure, how to maintain their life as much as possible. Let them know what to do whenever cops pull them, how to act when cops pull them. Think for their lives. We got to think for our life right now, because they're going out there to play keeps. They got you watching the gangs of America. They want you to think that the gangs of America are the worst people in America, when it's really them. In actuality, it's the crooked cops that is. So like I say, have your registration and your license somewhere close where you ain't gotta reach down, so a motherfucker can't see you reaching down. Have it up somewhere, or man, have it already in your hand. Have your cameras already rolling. Have your phones already dialed out to who you gonna dial out to. If you gonna call somebody, don't wait to reach for your phone after they get there. Stop doing the corny nigga shit. That's corny nigga shit, because you can't prove a case at a traffic stop. Stop trying to prove your case at traffic stops. That shit is not working. The police officer is not a goddamn judge. And if he's there doing something illegal anyway with a wrongful traffic stop, then guess what? Nothing that you say that's right, you can make all the sense in the world. It don't matter, because they're not there for that. They are there to show injustice to a person of color. And if you're not careful, you're gonna give them grounds to go ahead and push it to the limit the way that they really want to push it to the limit anyway, and fry your motherfucking ass. So stop being stupid. Teach your kids how to act. Teach your family how to act. School each other. We at war right now. There's a war on people of color. There's a war on people of color. And right now you got to think for your life. Stop being stupid. Stop arguing with these pigs that have an agenda to kill you every time they pull you over. Stop doing stupid shit. And as you can see, females, it don't matter if you're a female or not. They killing females, they killing babies, they killing teenagers, they killing whoever. As long as it's killing the population of somebody of color, they don't give a fuck. So you better stop. So we need to stop acting like we're gonna play on these people compassion. These people don't give a fuck about compassion. They don't got compassion for you. They don't care about you crying when they pull you over. They don't care about you pleading your case. They don't give a fuck about compassion when it comes to a nigga versus a racist pig. Now, if you got you a white person, you know what I'm saying, that's an honest, true white person that has no biasness in his bone, and he's just a regular human being, then you may be good. But at this point, you don't know who's who and what's what. And especially if you know you ain't did nothing, they pulling you over. So you people better start using your fucking brain, man. You better start using your brain. We better start using our brain. Because as you can see, it's a war on people of color. They're not killing no whites like this. They're not killing no whites like this right here. So you better be wising up. I'm out. The Jueler.